Welcome everybody to Traction Thursday. It's my pleasure to introduce Chaz, who will overwhelm us with his great content. So let's give Chaz a Traction Thursday.
I've never done this, so let me, I guess I'll introduce myself. I'm Chaz Alley. I moved here about 6 months ago. I love Yellowstown. This is great. This place is unlike anywhere I've ever been, and I've lived dozens of places. To the point I bought a house here. So,
wow. Hey, bravo. Bravo, that's worth it.
So, man, I'm an artist. After the Army, that's the only thing that really helped therapy-wise for anything. I was a kid getting beat up, growing up and stuff, so I didn't really have any way to deal with trauma. I figured it out through art, and been doing it ever since. I'm an animator by trade. I got a degree in animation, degree in fashion design. I just make art. I'm writing a book for my son. I got some of the illustrated panels here. I'll pass them around. Y'all can check them out. Dude, I try to kill. First time ever speaking in public.
You're doing great.
Thanks, appreciate that. Dude, I like to improve the place I'm at, no matter where it is. Like I said, one of the few things I got from childhood that made any sense. You leave it better than you found it, no matter what it is. Hence how I got linked up with Bob here. So I just I got a couple art grant proposals. I'm gonna run by our Chamber of Commerce lady. Let her check them out for me ahead of time to help beautify a little bit more. One's working on these alleys, and the other one's a vending art machine for the middle school students. Which, yeah, it's a good idea actually.
Did you say vending?
Yeah, you take a vending machine. They do it in New York City, and I mean any 4x6 print. Well, I know the art teacher who teaches the middle school there, Fairfield Middle School, and they're more than excited to have their little paintings sold on the square in a vending machine. Cindy already agreed to plug it in. She's cool with that, and she'll provide the panels. So. I don't think kids are treated right in this world, or looked at correctly in this world. They're really not. We should be curating creativity and imagination way more than a lot of communities do. Ours is rather different, quite a bit different, and that's great. I'm not really sure what else to say about me.
Talk about your shoes.
My shoes? They're from Australia, and I drew on them last night.
Oh, that's cool.
Thanks.
Wow. Cool.
Thanks.
I meant your shoes.
Oh, my shoes. Oh, I have shoes.
You're adorable. I love you.
Thank you so much. I have a friend whose son has the child version of MS, right? It's Sanford disease. And basically, he's regressing already. He can't speak. He's like 11 years old. He won't make it to be a teenager. Well, I didn't know how to contribute to that, and his mom happened to be the first person I ever designed and drew a beautiful horror character drawing for her during COVID because she was gonna get ripped off price-wise. Well, she put me onto a website where I could design my own shoes. Once the 7 pairs sold, they picked them up. They're made in Italy, handmade in Italy. They're sold online at Alive Shoes. They got my name on them. They're called Never Stagnant. And we get $35, I believe, for every pair, and that goes directly to my friend and her son. So those are pretty cool. I kind of like those, but that's just.
Well, I can comment. For some reason, I had your shoes on this morning, and then I was going to go out to the backyard, so I put these things on, and I forgot to put your shoes on.
You can get them dirty, bro. I promise.
They are. These Chaz's shoes feel like the last was made from my foot. They are the most comfortable, extraordinary shoes I have ever had, and they're my favorite pair of shoes now. And I will put a picture of them on the Facebook page here. And how to order them.
They're similar to Vans. They have a suede upper and back with a patent trim and green stitching. They're white suede. they're pretty nice. I like them. I mean, I sold a couple dozen pairs of them, and nobody's ever had a complaint that I had to address, so that's pretty good.
So from a business standpoint, Chaz, you're here, you're doing a lot of community work, and I have to just shout out to Chaz. Chaz and Mike Carr are my two main men, and we spent a number of 10 to 11 hour days together with a couple of breaks. One time, that picture that you posted, we quit about 9:30 that night. We were finishing under the lights, and he has just got a civic soul.
I don't know how to sell anything. I'm not a salesman. Never have been. I'll give it away first. And that's probably the reason I don't own a business, to be honest, or I haven't yet. I just want to contribute, if that makes sense. Like I don't really have any interest. I'm disabled from the military. I make enough to provide for myself, and if I budgeted it better, make it through the whole month. So I spend my money like a 5-year-old on a road trip. But I get everything I need, so it's okay. So I really don't know, I find it less stressful to not have to worry about money. So I don't try to sell anything. I've never been able to sell anything. I feel like I don't know. So I just make stuff, give it away. That's my third board I've been working on, drawing board. Gave the other two to some kids in school. Some of these kids over here. One of them walked in the art store, checked it out. I was like, man, you can have it, go ahead. So.
Do you anticipate wanting to do a exhibit? Like, maybe
Absolutely.
during an art walk or something, being a part of one of the art walk exhibits?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Right. Marla, who's in the building having lunch right now, but that's her office right there. She would be the one to coordinate that for you, and that'll, during the winter, and I'm just speaking for what I know, but during the winter there are several exhibits that just are, because it's more indoor.
Really?
So.
Okay.
Yeah. And it certainly would be great to have you on the square during Art Walk while we're still, I think there's one more.
I have been. I usually hang out at Cindy's.
Oh, good.
I'm usually sitting in there drawing. That's been an awesome spot to make me feel welcome since day one.
Great.
So that'd be the lady I would talk to about trying to do an alley mural project so we can start beautifying these alleys right around the square.
She'd be an advocate.
She'd be the one to talk to?
She could potentially be an advocate,
Uh-huh.
But I think city council is where you're really going to want to bring that, but you want to build that advocacy first.
Absolutely.
And maybe have a concept design on what you're thinking.
Oh, I do. I built a model off of the way Fort Lauderdale and Miami's Wynwood walls work.
Yes.
So.
The Beautification Commission, I think also, working with Deborah, working with Bob, working with maybe even just getting some of the city council members one-on-one to kind of view what your thoughts are, and then you can have some proponents when you go in front of the council to request.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'd love to see it. I'd be happy to.
Yeah, I just think the benefits would be compiled compared to the investment. I mean, you have a couple artists, put up one mural so you're revealing one mural every art walk. So now you start building, some anticipation, this and that. Give it a year. Now you get a dozen murals up. Now you got people from Ottumwa coming out here just to see what the heck we're doing. So, what's up, brother?
Hey, do you know Roland, the printing, Fairfield printing? He owns a building that has a wall that has existing murals now, and he wants to redo that wall. So you should definitely talk to him. I'll give you my card at the end of the thing. I'm a photographer. I do exhibits as well, so feel free to talk to me about.
I've seen you taking
the
pictures.
exhibit. And I've documented pretty much all the murals in Fairfield as a photo project, and happy to look at that. You can see which alleys and what's been worked before, and if you do murals, I'd be happy to document them as well. I enjoy documenting the mural out because it doesn't always last. There's some great ones that I documented and now being painted over. So
right, no, I appreciate
they
that.
can last forever.
Thank you. Yeah,
I'm a
absolutely.
guy hobby. I'll give you my card.
Thank you.
Where do you source all your materials, or do you source all your materials here locally, or do you have specific materials that you source from out of the area?
I spend 90% of my paycheck within an eighth of a mile of this square.
Okay.
90% of it. I used to buy stuff online all the time, but I buy it all here. Art materials, I buy it right at Cindy's.
Got a great art store, yeah, right down the street.
Yep. I spend probably $200-300 at Cindy's a month. And then Goodwill in the Well. Right. Can't go wrong there. Find all kinds of stuff you're wrong. So yeah, I source all of it right here.
You talk about your inspirations, your subject matter. How do you decide what you're going to do?
Man, I focus everything like I'm giving it to my kid. Like I got a 1.5-year-old son that me and his mom, we had a difference of opinion in parenting. So I don't have any rights to my son right now. I'm not on the birth certificate because that's the way Delaware works. So I basically, I want to make sure when he gets to see what I've been doing, it's something that he would want to see. It keeps my subject matter a certain vibe.
So, do you have a particular area of art that you would aspire to move into or try in the next?
I try everything, bro. I embroider. I do all kinds of stuff.
I was gonna say, what's your next professional or your next art project that would be stretching your goals or doing something unique?
I want to make a chandelier out of a set of white dishes.
A chandelier out of white dishes.
Maybe the ladies exploding out.
Oh, I like it.
I don't doom scroll. I'll tell you that right now. I can't remember the last time I actually looked at feed on Facebook. You know, I doom scroll Pinterest all day, every day. I look at art all day, every day.
Doom scroll. That's my new favorite word.
I love that word. I just learned it recently. But I do, I just look at art. That's all I look at. I was a tattoo artist for like the last 15-20 years. And constantly was looking at avenues that weren't being used here. Tattooing white on top of black, stuff like that. I'm a creative, bro. Like, I don't even know if I'm an artist, I'm just creative.
Yeah.
Like, my brain doesn't stop working, I constantly have ideas. They don't go away. I read books all day. Like I've probably 200 books in our apartment, and she does have them over 100 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, from our Goodwill, man. Go Goodwill in Fairfield.
Oh, yeah.
These are very illustrative, like you had a story in mind or something.
I do.
Imagine you've.
I do. That's from my son's book.
Okay.
Yeah, there's one other one right here. I have a pretty good story in mind. But yeah, like stuff like this. This isn't done yet, obviously. I want to write a book about all the magic that's in between everything, all the stuff that we forgot because we're adults now. That type of stuff.
Do you ever dabble in music?
I have a lot of friends who play music. I played the recorder once. I did. Hot cross buns, man. I got it. But other than that, no. I've never messed with music. I thought about a keyboard one time. You know, I want to learn some Bach, but that's it. He does everything. He does different stuff with both hands. I'm not even trying.
Have you been out to the art house? Is that what it's called? Art house?
Art house.
He would appreciate that, and he might be a good contact to have.
What's the art house?
It's the guy's basically art gallery that just does some really wild, similar, I would say, style.
Neon.
Yeah, it's all neon with like moving art.
Oh,
Very immersive.
Okay.
It's a whole house of immersive art experience.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you gotta get you out there. I have his card. I can give it to you.
Appreciate you.
Yeah.
Very much. Yeah, I've been trying to integrate into the community best I can. Like I've been to every shop in town and stuff like that, but like it's a really tight-knit community we have here.
He's in the leadership class.
There you go.
I will tell you, he is in Fairfield leadership. Right on.
Huh?
I didn't know what it was. I just walked in and
Oh,
Paul
you
told me.
are.
Now I know what it is. But
Now he's all in. He's got one class down. It's awesome.
I like the idea that we're touring everything, and we get to actually see how this stuff works. Because then you can actually present ideas that are helpful. You know how everything's actually working.
Thinking out loud, I just feel like since you, obviously the money part of it is not what you do it for, you do it because you enjoy it. I almost wonder if you do some kind of nonprofit deal where it gets, you know, the money goes towards a charity or something that you.
I haven't made any money, bro. I don't know.
But I'm saying, I feel like you could.
Oh, really?
I mean, with what
Oh,
you
then,
do,
yeah,
this is a
absolutely.
skill. I mean, I'd pay for it.
No, then absolutely, yeah, no, absolutely at that point.
But you could put it towards a cause versus, if you don't want to go to you. I mean, that's one way to like put it out there and that I can think of. to
Absolutely, no, I
go
appreciate
towards,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that would definitely be the route to go.
Yeah.
It would be. I learned a long time ago, dude, generosity repays itself way quicker than anything
Yeah.
else. It really does.
Absolutely.
Have you done much youth education? Have you ever thought about teaching some art to kids if they were interested?
I could teach 30 kids right now, dude, how to spray paint a galaxy in less than 10 minutes.
All right,
Not even playing. I really am. I can teach them how to draw a SpongeBob in the next 5 minutes.
there you go.
Yeah, I really could. I haven't done it yet.
Mhm.
I don't look like the guy you would expect to hang out with your kids. I look like the guy that should be over here smoking crack at 2 in the morning. I get that. It's a defense mechanism. I was a kid, was bullied as a kid, so like this just kept people at arm's distance.
There you go.
Okay,
Later in life, it's
that
not
makes
starting to
sense.
pay off so much. No, I understand kids. Dude, I pay attention.
Yeah.
The Army taught me to be an observer, and I'm a really good observer.
Yeah.
I pay attention to everything.
Chaz, talk about, this is your first house ever, right? This is
Yeah, I was a
your-
foster kid, man. This is my first house ever. Like, this is the first time I've had a home.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for choosing Fairfield.
Dude, thank you for having me, real.
Chaz really is the epitome of don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah.
How many, I will attest, have walked by and went, oh, I'm gonna go on the other side of the street, right?
I've watched people do it.
Right?
Yeah,
Right. But he has spent hours pulling weeds here. He gives with everything that is in him, and when he says he'd rather give it away, he will literally give away the shirt on his back.
Dude, I appreciate this community, dude, and like I haven't had a lot of places where I felt that way. Even though I went through the motions and did these things for those communities as well, I didn't feel like it like I do here, and that makes such a difference.
So on this track, especially now, you've got the county supervisor here and a aspiring city council member, and Chamber of Commerce, thinking about the city of Fairfield. Money notwithstanding, magic wand at your leisure, what would be some things you would love to bring to this community or improve in this community, or that this community could do better? As an outside person who's just stepping in.
I would like to see some kids in that community center. I would like to see a room for kids in that community center. I feel like Golden Magnolia, from who I was talking to the other day, they might not be able to continue down the path they were headed. And that being the case, dude, like we don't have there's a half a dozen kids that I talk to on the regular. They see me out there drawing all the time. They skateboard this and that. They skateboard in the middle of the square because every parking lot in town says don't skateboard in it.
Right.
And these kids are respectful. So like, dude, a place for them. A place
Yep.
for them to hang out.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
like, the negative influences are going to give them, are going to have their ear. So you have to give them something to do otherwise. I think that's a big one. That's a really big one.
So a place for kids to hang out. You think this is-
Absolutely. At
We
least
used
it-
to have a place, and it was before my time, it was where the old radio station was. Kevin might have more of a memory of it, or some of you guys, the Beatbox.
Oh, yeah.
It was at Crew, maybe it was over at the old Walker Building for a
Here it is.
while.
Right in our own, there's a few different locations.
It's been around, but it was a
Yeah.
place where, preteen, teen, and late teen individuals, young adults could, just experience the world with strong role model figures, kind of letting them express their creativity and jive, but safe.
Right. And I feel like we have a community where like the kids aren't gonna vandalize it, dude. They're not gonna be like drawing on the wall or doing something stupid. Like these kids
Or
are
allow
good
them to have a
kids.
space where that's,
Fair enough.
graffiti's allowed.
Fair enough.
Have
I
fun.
would
but
say the
keep it
issue
in
is
space.
you got to figure out why they keep disappearing. Because I feel like we've had a lot of them, and well, I don't know for what reason. We had that place that was in the old ambulance building that just closed down. So it's like I feel like people have been trying to come up with these things for kids, and they don't
I
make
wonder
it.
if we get their opinion.
Yeah.
What
Start
if
with the
we should
kids.
just, yeah.
Yeah.
Customer discovery.
Get a
Right.
Customer discovery, exactly.
Get 2 or 3 representatives from each grade or something, dude, and sit them down. What are y'all looking for in your after school activities other than going to dance class or
Yeah.
walking
Soccer or
around?
whatever.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, I can say, should I be elected? No, I think
I
this,
think you
this
should,
is,
sir.
this is something that really needs attention. It absolutely needs attention. And
I just know there's some kids, and I know it's a personal experience, there's a couple kids in town whose parents are doing the best they can, but at the end of the day, dude, that kid could use a place to go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
yeah,
That's good.
Chaz, present that as a project at the next leadership class, because you guys are going to start working on your projects.
there we go.
It's one of them. I got 12 bullets for you.
And I can tell you
Well,
it's already on our list, but
Oh, nice.
absolutely.
Somebody, Chris, told me that this guy, Chris, has got the depot, he's renting the Governor's, or whoever's, the depot building on 4th Street. And he said that he's doing some kind of computer, he's got like virtual reality stuff that he can teach kids, and he wants to get, so that I thought was an interesting, I don't know how far he's gotten with it, but he had mentioned that he has something going on that, you know, might interface with, you know, what kids are up to. I don't know, if I know more about it, I can report back.
And we have Wanderers Hall, which is great if
Yeah.
you're into what Wanderers Hall offers, right?
Right.
If you're into Magic the Gathering or some of those board games or Dungeons and Dragons, but very niche.
I just feel like there's like how many kids in the school over here, I mean, I guarantee every one of them play video games. How many of them know that's a career path? You know what I mean?
Probably a lot more now.
Probably.
Just like
That's
with
probably
the
true,
games,
actually.
yeah.
And they have an esports team.
Stuff like that. Like, I mean, just, dude, a game tester is a field that makes 45, 50 grand a year. I mean, just, and like, I don't know, it's little things like that they see their parents and they, you know, they're going to work, this and that, you know, and they come home and they see it from a different point of view than we see it. So I just feel like, I don't know, I feel like there's a little bit of something to be done here.
I think AI proofing, you know, having, I know that I am suspicious of a lot of imagery online,
Yes.
knowing that it's AI generated. And so the human element, the essence of humanity is gone from so much of it. So art is something that I think will loop back around to, you know, if there's going to be like this period of I don't know, dryness, I assume, for artists, but humans want to see human work, you know. They want, and I think we also in our enterprise solutions and community connections group want to see, like, yes, how do we get them into the expansion of AI, what's happening right now, how do we take advantage of that for the youth and make sure that opportunities are there, but also the muscular class, you know, right now, the class of youth that are not destined to orient towards technology, but really have the ability to make wonderful living wages working with their hands and, you know, being in direct contact with the world.
Absolutely.
So, you know, whether it's carpentry or plumbing, electric, you know, all of these opportunities as well, how do we get them?
After the Army, I was a fitter, fabricator, welder for about 14 years in Texas. I can do everything from, and when I started, I couldn't turn a welder on, and now I can program a CNC machine. And add that to some art, I can show these kids some stuff they probably never even contemplated being able to do.
Deep Green Machine is right here with CNC machines and a whole bunch of other stuff.
What is?
Deep Green Machine, that's a makerspace, and they have a plasma cutter, CNC routers.
Makerspace.
Yeah, I'll put you in contact with Frank Tischler.
Nice.
Yeah.
Frank's great.
You know, one thing that occurs to me that rather than think of just as a space for kids, what if we thought of how are we going to connect to, you know, preteens up in a variety of different ways. You know, look at, okay, what could happen at the Sondheim? What could happen at Cindy's? What could happen here? So that we expand our vision for civic stuff and even private stuff to include what could we include for kids, like Tommy Brower started the new children's theater. I mean, it's fabulous, but that kind of thing, looking at it from that, being sensitive from that lens is something that I think could actually create a lot of stuff right away just with the infrastructure we already have.
Absolutely.
Interesting. Or perhaps maybe Attraction Thursday just for the youth.
Yeah.
Where they get together,
Alright,
and you bring in a
there
guest
you're
speaker
talking.
or a guest topic or activity where it's just once a week or once a month, you get the youth together and you have, again, a guest speaker, guest artist, guest musician to engage, but engaging. It's got to be engaging.
And there we can ask them what they want to see.
Yeah,
Right,
Let them,
exactly.
let them.
Yeah, that's what they want to see.
feed
Put them
the
on a
beast.
hat, pull them out.
Yep, what they
Yeah.
want to teach, what they
What do
want.
they want to
Yeah.
do?
There you go. There you go.
And, yeah.
That plays into what, I can't remember the guy's name. The one who does the mobile taxi.
Bless you, guy.
Chris, right?
Yes.
Chris, okay. He was talking about at the community center, wanted to make it so, teenagers and stuff were teach people how to use their phone right and stuff like that. So yeah, absolutely, that makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Well,
And
think
stuff
about
they know
that.
how to do that we don't know how to do. So
Sure.
Any other questions for Chaz?
Yeah, I got a question.
what's up, brother?
When you started drawing like that, do you have a picture in your mind what you're going to end up with? Or do you just start and keep adding, oh, this will be good to add to that?
This is gonna blow your mind, bro. I have aphantasia. I can't see pictures in my head. Like you can't tell me to look at a red barn, dude, and close my eyes and you see a red barn. I can't. There is no pictures in my head. It's just a monologue. All of this is just practice and practice and practice. And I just add to it, like, oh, my bad. Like with this, I just started with a quote. I just put a quote on there and then just started adding stuff to it. And I just collage it. So yeah, it's just
Sort of a stream of consciousness, maybe?
kind of, yeah. I have no idea what it's gonna look like when it's done, ever.
So technically, nothing is ever done.
Yeah, right. That's why everything I brought is pretty much incomplete.
It's a work in progress. Well, aren't we all works in progress, right?
Absolutely.